Hello friends, are you tired of budgeting advice? Let me save you some time. I've been doing my own budgets for over 50 years and I want to share what I've learned to save you some trouble. I've tried spreadsheets, Dave Ramsey software, and several other methods. In each case, I always come back to importing the results right back into Excel and doing more work. I've spent a lot of time to figure out what was truly helpful. I've tracked my spending on eating out versus groceries, I've tracked savings versus investments, and I've tracked investing in different things. Through trial and error, I've learned what works and what was largely a waste of time. At the same time, as I've gotten older, I've developed a real interest in helping you younger folks. Today's world is pretty unforgiving, and it also sounds like it's a whole lot harder to get started. Listen, I've struggled too. As a young man, I remember being down to rationing my last $5, which partly went for half a tank of gas in my Volkswagen Squareback. Later in life, I was able to buy a small house. I eliminated cable TV, which most people considered a necessity, like today's internet is. So believe me, I understand if you're barely scraping by until your next paycheck. But today I want to share one lesson I wish I had learned sooner. I would have wasted less time, and by starting earlier, I would be farther ahead. This epiphany didn't come to me until I started focusing my coaching on you folks in your 20s. I use what I found to guide my further steps into retirement, but I think it's most useful for you just now getting started. Go ahead, be skeptical, but hear me out. This is a short video, worth the investment of your time. Now, budgeting can feel impossible. You don't want to track your money when it feels like you don't have any money to track. And that's an important clue. What's the point of managing if you don't have anything you feel can be managed any differently? You've got fixed expenses like rent or mortgage, electricity, water, trash, internet, and gas, car insurance, and car repair, things you can't easily change. Now, tracking your spending on groceries versus eating out can help. I think that's a really manageable area. But categorizing every little purchase from Walmart or Target or Amazon, that's frustrating and often unhelpful. And let's be real, watching personal finance videos about investing is disheartening when you don't even have spare money to start. But don't give up on that dream. It's the key to getting ahead. I'll help you get there, one step at a time, and today may be that hardest first baby step. Let me share the one thing you need to do to turn your finances around. It's simple, and there's only 2 steps. Your first step is to track how much you save. Not your spending, not your income, just your savings. You know how a lot of videos try and hide that real nugget, that kernel of truth until the end to keep you watching the whole video? Well, I don't want you to miss what I just said, so I'll say it again. Track how much you save. It may be 0 right now. I don't care. I want you to make that your most important thing, and we're going to declare war on that one thing. If you saved nothing last month, your goal is to save $20 this month. If you saved $20 last month, but you think it should have been $50, get laser focused on that. Look at your spending and declare war on unnecessary purchases. Don't tell yourself, I deserve this small indulgence. Instead, remind yourself, my future is so important that I'm investing this $20 in it. Let me repeat that. If you're not budgeting, start today by tracking how much you save. Every month, starting with how much you saved last month. Even if it's only $20, track it. If you never actually budget, then today your new simplified budget is this one thing. It's only how much you save. Start small, and I guarantee you'll begin to feel a sense of accomplishment and progress. If you've only felt frustration and unhappiness, I want you to have a small step to celebrate. So if step 1 is to track how much you're able to save, what is step 2? Well, where do you put your savings? Step 2 is to open a savings account and put $20 in it. You can't leave it in your checking account or just cash in a jar. That won't help you, and here's why. You have to earn interest. Find a high-yield savings account that keeps your money accessible if needed. I use Ally Bank, but there are other online options. If you've never opened an online savings account, now's the time. It's 2025. I'm a 66-year-old baby boomer. If I can do it, so can you. And technically, it was my 20-something daughter that got me into Ally Bank. Meet some friends of mine that I've never met in person. Go find and bookmark Vincent Chan and Humphrey Yang. They already have great videos on several online savings accounts. And yes, interest rates are currently falling, so you should go bookmark Business with Brian. Once you're in the groove of saving, you're going to need to learn how to ladder CDs. What are CDs? Well, CD is short for Certificate of Deposit, and what they do is deliver interest on your savings that is fixed, not variable, that you can lock in for a while. That's a smart move when interest rates are going down, but when you lock in the interest, you lock yourself out of the ability to withdraw too. So step one was to start saving, and step two was to put your savings to work earning interest. That's all. Now here's why that's so critically important to your future. If you take nothing else from this video, please hear this. Start saving, even if it's just 20 bucks a month. Let me help you look into the future just a few months to convince you of the magic and the power of this. If you save $20 at 4% interest rate, you'll earn 7 cents your first month. That may not seem like much, but it's money you didn't have to work for. Next month, if you add $20, you earn 14 cents. The following month, 21 cents. Each month, as you save more, your money will start working for you. In month 12, you earn $5. 7 cents growing into $5 and beyond is the snowball effect that will change your financial future. So here's my challenge to you. Can you do this? Can you track just one thing, how much you save each month? You got to be scraping the bottom of the barrel they keep excuses in to come up with the reason you can't keep track of how much you saved every month. Instead of tracking all that you did spend, I want you to celebrate what you didn't spend and then go put it in a savings account. For some of you, that number might be 0 right now. If so, start by saving $20. For others, you might need to comb through your bank statement to see how much you transferred to savings. Maybe you transferred $5 and you did it 3 times and you didn't hit $20. I don't care. Commit to tracking it. This is your life. You should care more than I do. The first step to recovery is being honest with yourself. Maybe opening a savings account was the hardest part. Once you do that, your monthly budget tracking just got super simple. Now you can forget checking. You just have to open that one website, check the balance once a month. You might create a little graph to see your progress. It's motivating to watch your savings grow. I'll be honest, it's rewarding watching that balance grow, but the most important thing to track is the record of consistent saving. How much you save every month. If you can grow that graph, then that's the key to your future. At first, earning pennies in interest may not feel exciting, but exponential growth takes time, and the problem we all have is we can't go back in time. The best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago, but we only have today. There does come a day when your savings generates more interest than the amount you're adding. Imagine saving $20 in a month and your interest adds $30 all by itself. That's when your money works harder for you than you do. The truth is, you do need to budget and you need to get your arms around every penny. But let's get you some success so it will feel worthwhile again. Once you're making progress, you will want to go back and see what you can do differently in other areas. But I think you'll find that you have some real motivation now to add a couple bucks to your savings. Now you might want to put in some time to find where in your budget you can divert spending to savings. If nothing else, every time you get a raise, you should now want to put half of that increase into savings if you can. Start today. Track how much you save. Your future self will thank you. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Learn from the wisdom and experience of others. Committing to being financially successful in the future, you'll need to live a disciplined life, and it's entirely up to you. I'd appreciate your comments to help guide my further attempts at creating useful videos. I hope you thrive and prosper. I make these videos because I believe I succeed by helping you succeed. Thanks for watching.